Yes, 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 yes. Come on, people, let's go. I'm telling you, I'm in the building. All right, yo, welcome to this show. I'm telling you, I have to do this quickly. I'm talking about Oxford Trend. You're welcome. Smash the like on the video, subscribe to the channel. We don't need the building. What we are talking about, we are shifting towards Euro 2024 Germany. I'm talking about Euro around the corner. Let's talk about Premier League right now. Let's start facing Euro coming on. I'm telling you, please smash the like on the video. If you are watching this for the first time, no doubt about it. That's where the station we're going to cover all what's going to happen in Euro 2024. I'm talking about Germany. All right, do this for me. I'm not always here alone. We got to discuss this quickly. I'm talking about the Igla squad that just came out this day. I'm telling you, people have been filming so many reactions right there, left, front, back, middle, everywhere. All around, people have been commenting. So many reactions. And it has been said, ISCB have to do the same. We have to react quickly on this one. I'm not always here alone. I'm switching gear to this great man. Irate is ready. Henderson couldn't make it. I'm sorry. Liverpool fan, they are all filming. Let me ask him whether he's filming or not. Irate, you're welcome to the show. What's going on, bro?
Hey, Didon.
Yes.
Good to be here. And like you said, the list dropped today, and there has been multiple and different reactions to that provisional list. Let's remember, it's still a provisional list, 33-man list. So, but yeah, we are here to break it all down ahead of Euro 2024.
All right. Let's quickly do this. Don't forget, Euro 2024 is around the corner. Let's look at this squad. We want to ask about our thoughts on this list first. Looking at the goalkeeper, we have 4 goalkeepers there from England. That is Dean Henderson, Jordan Pickford, Aaron Ramsdale, James Trafford. Are you okay with this selection of goalkeepers? Irate, talk to me on this one.
Yeah, I think it's the usual suspects in the goalkeeping department that Gareth Southgate has gone for. So, amongst 4 of them, definitely we expect Jordan Pickford to start. So, there are no surprises at all in the goalkeeping selection.
No problem with that.
Yeah, no problem.
No problem with that. But definitely, I think Jordan Pickford is going to be on. I mean, he's going to be behind the post. What do you think?
Undisputed number one. I mean, it may be like a couple of previous selections, we could say he had Sam Johnstone, but Sam Johnstone doesn't make the provisional list this time. But even if he had, like I said, Jordan Pickford is undisputed number one. So I expect him to be the man in charge in between the sticks again in Euro 24.
All right, moving on to the defenders, we have Gerard Braithwaite, Lewis Dunk, Joe Gomez, Maguire, Konsa, Maguire, Kwanzaa. I was so, I think I remember when you saw that Jarrell Quashad of Liverpool, you're so excited. Well, he's still young. I mean, he's making I think it's going to be his debut for England. Am I right?
Yeah, for England's senior men's team, definitely. I mean, he has been part of the under-20 setup for some time. And I have to say I'm excited as a Liverpool fan seeing 4 of the team going to Euro 24 alongside Joe Gomez as well, and Curtis Jones and Trent Alexander-Arnold. I feel like Southgate has gone for recent form and performances over what he has picked in the past, over your legacy or your reputation within the team in the last couple of selections. I think this time around he has gone for most recent performances and he has gone for form. So that's why we have the likes of Lewis Dunk, McGahey, also Joe Gomez making the squad. I remember he didn't make the squad for, I think, 2-3 years now before he made the last squad that Southgate called upon. So for me, he went for most recent form and the players available. I mean, the usual suspects, Maguire, Kyle Walker, we would expect to start. I think he has issues at left back with Chilwell not available.
Chilwell is not there. Yeah.
Yeah, Shaw injured. I'm not sure if Shaw would eventually make it to Euro 24, even though Ten Hag says he might play the FA Cup final. So I think he has some issues at left back, and that's why he has taken, someone like Joe Gomez who can cover at right, center, and left back as well. So yeah, overall, it's defense has always been an issue for England. A lot of people are not fans of the likes of John Stones and Harry Maguire. They feel like it's an Achilles heel for the team. So I don't think there would have been any other selections that would have made them stronger on the back going to Euro 24. But overall, he has a good squad that they play first team football and they've racked up a number of appearances recently. So we'll be expecting, them to put up those performances for England at Euro 24.
All right, moving on to this midfield. I got to tell you, there's one name I couldn't believe is going to be on the midfield. That's TAA. What does that mean? What style is that? I mean, it should be a defender, but I'm saying, or is it a mistake or something?
It's not a mistake.
At the midfield, we have Conor Gallagher, Curtis Jones, Kobe Mino, Declan Rice, Adam. Are you sure this midfield is okay? I mean, is it okay for you?
I mean,
like 6 people.
I think the department where England is really blessed is up front, attacking midfield all the way to the forwards, where you have the likes of Bellingham, Phil Foden. I'm sure we'll get to it in a bit. But central midfield, I don't think he could have picked any more or better. I mean, Henderson, usual suspects, but this time around,
he's not there.
He's not there because he's not having a very good time with Ajax. Also, Calvin Phillips, we all know how a season has gone from bad to worse since he made that move to Manchester City. So, of course, I don't think Phillips deserve a place in the squad. So, but he has the likes of Kobe Mino, who I think is exciting. Declan Rice, one of the best defensive midfielders in the world. So, for me, Conor Gallagher had an excellent season with Chelsea. Chelsea fans can attest to that. So I really don't see any bad, inclusions in that midfield department for me. For me, like I said, the strength is up front, and that's where everyone will expect England to, cause problems for opposition. But I think that midfield would most likely be a water carrier for the excellent options that Gareth Southgate has up front. So for me, I'm fine with the midfield options.
Okay, moving on to this forward. Look at how that forward is being jam-packed. Like, what is as if it's going to be only the forwards that is going to look at that forward line. Whoa, Jude Bellingham, Jarrod Bowen, Eze, Foden, Grealish, Gordon. They are blessed with that forward lineup. Look at that. So, but if you're looking at the forward, it's going to I think it's going to pick 3 people from this forward if he wants to play 4-3-3 or what does England even play? What style of plays do they play? Say 4-4-2?
Yeah, he plays 4-3-3. 4-3-3 more recently. Declan Rice sitting with Henderson, who has been dropped, and Bellingham alongside right in front of Declan Rice. But I see him going this time with Phil Foden. I don't think there is a way he can ignore what Phil Foden brings to the table for both club and country anymore. He has been awarded player of the season and he has been outstanding. So I see Foden and Bellingham starting right in front of Declan Rice in the midfield. And up front, we know who the usual number 9 is.
Number 9, so, Harry Kane, bros.
Harry Kane. But he has some interesting decisions to make on both flanks. He has dropped Rashford.
Yeah, I want you to talk about that both flanks. Who do you think is going to
He has dropped Rashford, which I think is the correct decision for me. He has not had a good season.
Absolutely.
And on the left side of the attack, I think he would start Anthony Gordon. I mean, Jack Grealish is a shout for this position, but Anthony Gordon has played more consistently and has been in a better form this season.
Absolutely. I agree with
you. For Newcastle
you.
United. So I think Anthony Gordon, I mean, don't be surprised a pragmatic Southgate can go for 3 central midfielders instead of Foden and move Foden to the left side of the attack. I won't be surprised if he does that. So, but I think Gordon will start. Southgate doesn't. I think this time he has to go all out. He has to play this England team is too talented to just pack the bus against the bigger teams or just sit back against opposition. No, I don't think Southgate he has been close twice. He just has to get to the finish line this time. He has to cross the finish line. So start your best players, get Phil Foden on the field, Anthony Gordon on the left. On the right, another interesting decision between Bowen and Cole Palmer and Bukayo Saka.
That would be interesting.
Another
That would
interesting
be
position.
interesting. All right, let me call on Prof is joining me. Prof is joining me.
Yeah, good evening. Sorry, I'm in transit. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Good evening. It's good to join the show. Talking about England, the national team call-up, I guess that's what we're talking about.
So what was your thoughts?
Right? Yeah. I mean,
list.
For me, the list is a good list. It's expected. There are some notable mentions there, likes of Marcus Rashford, and is absent. The likes of Ben White and Co. No Reece James, no Chilwell. Some people thought that will Reece James be called up, seeing that he came back late during the season, but we all know that was going to be an impossible task because of of his injury history. He hasn't been fit all through the season. So for me, it is the list it still has to drop about 7 players, I guess, out of that list. So I think there's still a lot to learn about some of the players you just called, likes of Eberechi, Eze, and Watson of Crystal Palace. Likes of Curtis Jones. Are these players going to make it to the final 26? I'm not so sure, but all in all, I think the defense is where I think it's suspect a little bit. I don't think England has that defense. The likes of John Terry, Rio Ferdinand that they had in the past. I don't think they have that caliber of defense anymore. So for me, with all the attacking prowess that they have in that English team, in that national team, I think that defense doesn't match it enough. I mean, we have the likes of John Stones, who is a treble winner, 4-peat winner. But then, apart from John Stones and Kyle Walker, who I don't see anybody else, to really enhance their strengths at that back line. But yeah, it's up to Southgate. This is for me, as far as I'm concerned, this is his last opportunity to do something tangible with this national team. There's a lot of quality there, and if he doesn't get it right this Euros, obviously, I think he's going to be relieved of his job. So let's see how what the English national team can go ahead to do in this Euros tournament.
All right, I want to thank you, Prof, for joining us on this one. Be safe out there when you wherever you're going. So back to this irate. Now, these people have been seeing a lot of different reactions about dropping players, Rashford and Henderson left out of the England squad. And there's one particular message, I think 2 messages I just read now, not too long ago, talking about dropping this Ivan Toney is there and dropping Solanke, who has a very good season. What's your thoughts on that one? I mean, also Sancho should be there. I mean, he plays so well and he's going to play in the final for UEFA Champions League. I've been putting, Sancho, people are clamoring for a different thing. I mean, what's your thoughts on this one? Rashford and
people will always clamor for something. That's pretty normal. But like I said, this man is blessed with options. He has so many options up front. And for me, would you make a case for Toney and Solanke over Watkins? That's a no. Watkins has been in better form, and for me, an able deputy for Harry Kane. So I think, like I said, he has enough. He has enough when it comes to cover, when it comes to first 11. He has enough in attack. Sancho kind of had a late resurgence when he moved to Dortmund in January, but I don't think it was enough. He wasn't also called up for the last selection before this, so I think it's probably too early for him to make the selection. And also, like I said, there's a lot of players for that position. Bowen, we have Bowen, we have Palmer, we have Saka.
Absolutely.
So I don't think any of these players, like Bantoni, Solanke, yes, they had Solanke especially had a very good season, but I don't think they would be a big miss for the national team that they are not being called up. I think he has other very good options available for him in the squad.
All right, this is how far we can go. I want to say thank you so much, Iris, for joining us on this one. Many more to come, especially this Euro. It's going to be, I'm sure it's going to go.
It's going to be massive.
Massive. So definitely we'll be coming back and forth. This is one of the shows we'll be doing for this Hotspot Trend. Beautiful messages, beautiful shows coming up. So thank you so much, Iris, for joining us on this one.
Thank you, Didon. Thanks for having me.
All right. I want to say a big shout out to everybody that's contributed on this one. Please watch out for this space. One ISTV is going to be loud this Euro 2024 Germany. On this one, I'm going to say thank you so much for joining us. And please subscribe, like the video, and share the video. Bye for now. Be safe out there.